Welcome to the Everything is Everything podcast. I'm your boy Ty, that's the T and the Y, and it's the podcast where I literally talk about anything and everything, because everything is everything to talk about. Sports, music, and life. Anything that comes to my mind. This will be a weekly podcast, and this is the first episode of many, so let's give a round of applause and let's start this journey. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is I want to talk a little bit serious. I want to talk about Lamar Odom, former Laker. Now, if you don't know what happened to him, he was found unconscious in the Nevada brothel. Now, he told the staff he went there because he just wanted to get away. But for me, this sounds like a suicide thing going on. He went there to just, quote unquote, wanted to get away. I don't know. Just to get away from what? Ain't nobody really been hearing about you in the past forever and ever besides when you was with Chloe. They found this man. He consumed an excessive, quote unquote, I gotta say this, quote unquote, an excessive amount of herbal Viagra. Now, I don't even know what this place looks like or what this place is, but it sounds like he's he's fucking some whores down there or whatever. He ate well, drank well. He had 2/3 of a bottle of cognac. So he was drinking that brown liquor. So you know he was off one. They said they didn't find any drugs. So I don't know if this is some new stuff going on, but they found him unconscious, bleeding through his nose, all types of stuff. I don't even know what herbal Viagra is, but that sounds like a drug in itself. But right now he's in critical condition. So I know we all like to talk shit and whatnot, but let's pray for Lamar Odom. Let's pray he doesn't die. At least don't die like that, because that won't be a good way to go out. Dying off of herbal Viagra. Someone please let me know what that is, or I might have to do my research on that, because I've never even heard of herbal Viagra. But Lamar Odom should not fuck with them white girls. Them Kardashians, they curse, they the devil, and not say what you done got yourself into, my man. But God bless, and I hope you get out of your situation that you in right now. And you maybe need to go to church and find the Lord. Do something, man, because this right here, this it's not gonna look for you. NBA preseason, who the fuck cares? But I mean, it's basketball. Because ain't nobody really watching MLB playoffs. And if you're not watching my Patriots, what is you watching football for? Now I'm playing. But football is still on. We still have football. We're not watching baseball. And we have the preseason of basketball. NBA. Everyone loves basketball. I still think basketball is the number one sport because it's always so much going on and off the court. Now, I haven't been watching many preseason games because, once again, it is the preseason. You can't really take much from that. But from what I seen, my Raptors, by the way, it's OVO season. I got to bandwagon the Raptors. My team is the Celtics, but I got to bandwagon these Raptors right now. They're looking pretty good. That man Kyle Lowry lost a lot of weight. Because last year he was too big to be a point guard. He was looking like one of them creative players off of NBA Street or something like that. He was just way too big as a point guard. He slimmed down and he is playing amazing. I think this year Kyle Lowry will be an all-star player for sure. Not getting voted in. First ballot, he's getting in there. Won't be some last vote by the Canadians. He's getting in there for sure. Kyle Lowry's going to have a good year, and I think the Raptors are really going to do good this year. Not first seed or nothing too crazy like that. I'll say they probably get, I don't know, third, fourth seed. I don't know, fifth or sixth seed for the Raptors. They're looking really good. The team I haven't watched, but I want to watch, because this team on paper is just it is not fair, is the Miami Heat. Have y'all seen their projected lineup? You have Goran Dragic, D-Wade, Luol Deng, Chris Bosh, then Hussein Whiteside. saying Whiteside is going to be a problem this year. And Chris Bosh is healthy? He's healthy. So, I mean, the Miami Heat could do a lot this year. And a lot of people, for some reason, is sleeping on them. And, I forgot, they picked up Gerald Green. Who, I don't know why he's still not starting on the team. I think he could dunk, he could shoot. That guy's amazing. He just don't got a ring finger. But that guy's really good. I could see the Heat finishing, honestly. There's no reason for them not to finish third in the East. Because the Cavs might finish first because they have LeBron. You can hate the guy you want, but LeBron is the best player in basketball. The Bulls are going to be second seed just because now they actually have an offense, so they're not just defense first. They actually have an offense. So if you're a Chicago Bulls fan, this year right here might be the year for you. If Derrick Rose doesn't go to jail for accused, raped, or I don't know, man. There's a lot going on with Derrick Rose. He beefing with Jimmy Butler is beefing with Derrick Rose or whatever you want to call it. They need to fix that because Jimmy Butler clearly wants to be the star. He wants it to be, if it's 10 seconds left in the game, he feels like he's the star, so he should get the last shot. But he's not. Derrick Rose is always going to get that last shot because this is still Derrick Rose's team. No matter how many injuries he has had, this is still his team. Point blank, period. This is his team, and it's always going to be like that. Jimmy, get over it. The Lakers. Let's talk about the Lakers. I don't really care for the Lakers because I'm a big-time Celtics fan. Always have been. But they look good. They could probably squeeze into the playoffs. If Kobe plays like Kobe but passes a little bit more, they can really do something. Because I watched one of their games, and this man, Roy Hibbert, had a double-double. Now, with Roy Hibbert, I understood the hate he was getting, but he's not. I always thought, okay, he messed up one time. If he gets another chance, he's gonna do something great. And he's playing with Kobe. We all know Kobe ain't gonna let them play like trash. Roy Hibbert, if he could average a double-double, maybe 20 points and 10 rebounds, he's going to do good. Lakers are going to be fine. D'Angelo Russell, he's great. I think he's going to get Rookie of the Year this year, without a doubt, Rookie of the Year. If Joel Okafor doesn't get it, then he's definitely getting it. But the Lakers look decent. They don't look trash. You still got Swaggy P there. They dropped Jeremy Bumlin. The team looks good. Lakers might squeeze into the playoffs. Barely. But I mean, they might squeeze into there. Now, one more team I want to talk about before I get into my other favorite team. I want to talk about the Rockets. The Rockets and the Clippers. Both these teams make or break year. The Clippers, this is the best Clippers team ever in the history of Clippers history. This team right here has no reason to not make the finals. I said it, the finals. No reason. This is the best team. I can't repeat this enough. This is the best team the Clippers have put together ever. There is no reason for them to not make the finals. The only problems I see right now is, this isn't surprising nobody, Lance Stevenson and Austin Rivers. You got two knuckleheads together, and something will happen before All-Star break, because them boys right there. I'll probably show a clip on this on YouTube or something like that. So they're on a fast break. Lance passes it to Austin. Austin runs the fast break. Doesn't pass it back to Lance Stevenson. Misses it. Falls into the crowd. And Lance doesn't even help Austin Rivers up. Just throws his hands up and just walks away. Why is that a problem, you say? Because if your teammate falls down You're just supposed to pick them back up. Should Austin Rivers had passed it back? Yeah. Why didn't he? Because it's Austin Rivers. I don't know. Like, Austin Rivers plays like he's really like a good point guard, but he's not. And it's sad because Doc Rivers is my favorite coach, and it's like, yeah, that's your son, and his career for the most part has been nothing. So you're trying to help him out, but I mean, he shouldn't be getting no more than probably 10, 12 minutes a game. If he's not getting none already, I don't really like Austin Rivers at all. But that's them. The Rockets, on the other hand, they don't have a reason not to make the finals neither. Because this team, I know off of preseason, but the way they were moving the ball was just, I was so shocked. They were playing the Magic, and they were just moving the ball, hitting threes, hitting shots. Ty Lawson was getting steals off the inbound pass. Now, yeah, they were playing against a not so hyped up Magic team, but I mean, they were playing great basketball. The pickup of Ty Lawson, I think, is really going to help that team because he can create the offense and have the offense flowing perfectly. And then you got Patrick Beverley coming off the bench for defense. So they could do a lot with James Harden could step up his game a little bit more and get into that next level. He can really take off, because right now I still think he's scoring a little bit too much, but he is a star, so he does have to score. But they need to probably get the White in there a little bit more. I feel like they got all the pieces there, but they just gotta, bring them all together. And I feel like the Rockets could do something too. But what about Golden State? I'm here to talk about Golden State. I didn't forget about Golden State. Why is everyone hating on Golden State? They were healthy. Everyone else was hurt. So what? You can't discredit someone from winning a championship unless they cheated. Oh, but you're a Patriots fan. I'm not talking about the Patriots, okay? You can't discredit the Warriors because they were healthy and everyone was hurt. That doesn't make any sense. It's not like they went and go hurt the other players on the other teams in the playoffs. They didn't do that. Everyone's hating on them, and it's just like, really? Really? And they're not taking it, though. That's what I respect. They're not taking it. People sending shots, and they're replying right back. Stephen Curry replying back. Klay Thompson replying back. Draymond Green replying back. Andrew Bogut replying back. Like, these boys, they're not weak. They're not weak. Are they going to repeat? I mean, honestly, probably not. The West is really good this year. If the Spurs don't make the finals this year, then they did everything completely wrong, because that Spurs team is going to finish number one in the West. They're probably going to have the best record in the NBA. That Spurs team, a team on paper, and seeing them play in the preseason, that team that's an amazing team. It's a fun team. I hope they go somewhere with it. I don't like watching Spurs because they're boring. Honestly, they've been doing the same thing since forever, but they know what to do. They play team basketball. You won't see no team besides the Warriors moving the basketball like the Spurs. That's what I think about the NBA preseason. Let's switch it up and let's talk about some music. Now, this is going to surprise you because what I'm about to say might be album of the year. That's something I didn't think was going to be album of the year. The Game. Yes, The Game dropped the documentary 2 and 2.5, a double disc album. Now, I don't really care for The Game whatsoever, but I was like, you know what, let me listen to it, let me see what it's about. He had a bunch of features on there, so I was like, wow, this might be something, worth listening. And I listened to the first part, and I was listening to it, and I was like, this is really good. This is really good. He might have, this might be one of the best West Coast sounding albums in a long time. Is the best West Coast album of all time. I mean, No. Does it have potential? Yes. Yes, it does. Now, what makes this is that the features. At first, I was thinking the features made the album, but the game was spitting on this. The game, this is his best lyrical album, period. Point blank, period. The game came on these tracks like this was his last album ever. Like someone had a gun to his head and was like, yo, you better make this good or we're killing you right here, right now. This album is amazing. He had On Me, which if that's not a single, I don't know what he doing. That song with Kendrick was fire. You know Kendrick came with the heat. It's features heavy, but the game holds his part. That's why I love it so much. He got Future on here. He got Q-Tip, Ab-Soul, Puff Diddy, P. Diddy, whatever you want to call himself right now. Ice Cube and Dr. Dre, Dej Loaf. I think he had Lil Wayne on here. Kanye, of course, Drake, Snoop Dogg, Will.i.am, Fergie. Oh man, the list goes on and on and on. But what he dropped here was just absolute greatness right here. I think this could be album of the year, if not Big Sean. And then this is clearly album of the year. The game came with it. Shouts out to the game. Documentary 2. You can listen to it on Spotify. It's streaming on most streaming services. You could probably go on YouTube and look it up. But the game dropped something good. Congrats, game. I really don't care for your stuff, but you proved me wrong. And he had, people gotta grow on you. Like I didn't like J. Cole at first. I hated J. Cole. But then when he dropped 2014 Forest Hill Drive, it grew on me. And I was like, now I see why people respect this man and listen to him. Now that's the same for the game. Now I know why people listen to the game. Makes good music. Speaking of people who don't make good music, let's talk about Kid Cudi. Now, this hurts me to say this. Because Kid Cudi is probably like one of my idols. But this man, I don't know what he's doing anymore. Because the music he's been releasing has been like what the fuck is this? I don't mind him doing the whole rock and roll thing or whatever, but it doesn't sound good. The last song he released that I liked was called Love, and that was really good. It was really good. But this whole speeding bullet to heaven shit, I don't want to hear that. I really, really, really don't want to hear that. He put out a song. I couldn't even tell you what it was called because it was so bad. I think it was something like "Cunt." I'm sorry, I don't have the reference for it. That song was so bad. I don't even want to look it up and tell you what it was because I don't want y'all to listen to it. But it just sounded terrible. It sounded like he just wanted to make something weird and was like, "Let's go make the weirdest song we can possibly make, and let's put this out to the public." It wasn't. Oh God, man. People don't want to hear it. Like when Wizard came out, I was like, okay, I see where he's going. This is cool. But do it like he can do what he wants, but I would prefer for him to do that as like a side project. Do something on the side. Save that for something you want to do when you get bored of just doing hip hop and all that. What your fans want is Man on the Moon 3. And you're back with the crew. This has no reason not to be your best album of all time. We need another Man on the Moon. Satellite Flight, Journey to Mother Moon, that was also good. That was more so him producing his own stuff, but he could produce. He had some nice beats on there. It was a good EP. It wasn't bad. It was like what In the Cut should have been. In the Cut wasn't bad to me. I liked the whole album. But he had right here, those two things were good. You see Hope, and then he comes back with, and then Love. That was really good. He's always going to come out with those songs that's going to touch you and reach out to a younger audience, kids, teens who's, really going through some stuff. He dropped that. But that song he dropped for whatever a rock and roll artist he's trying to be. I don't know if he's trying to be like Kurt Cobain. That just caught me off guard. It was like Love Cunt. I don't know, guys. It was a terrible song. And when I heard it, I was like, does he have to go back on drugs to make good music again? Because if so, that's going to be really sad. Because or maybe that's like the thing. Maybe that's like their spinach from like Popeye. Maybe that's their thing. Because I think Lil Wayne went back on that lean the way he been rapping lately. Maybe it is the drugs. Maybe the drugs gives them like a boost. Maybe he needs the weed. If not, like maybe just take a little little puff something and give us Man on the Moon 3 soon, please. Thank you. The BET Awards. I mean, I didn't watch it because it's the BET Awards. If you're still watching BET in 2015, may God bless your soul, because I don't know why you be watching BET in 2015. I don't even know who won, but I can tell you who probably won. I can tell you Fetty Wap probably won a lot of awards. Probably Future and Drake. Yeah, it was probably nothing more than that. Some performances, I'll probably check out some of that. I think Travis Scott performed, so I'll probably check it out for that. But besides that, I don't really care too much about the BET Awards, and neither should you. Next, let's talk about Young Chop. Why am I talking about Young Chop? Who the fuck cares about Young Chop? Young Chop just Kanye. And not but a few days later gets attacked at a show by, I want to say it was a security guard, but regardless, he gets attacked. Now, I don't know. But for you to diss somebody, then a few days later, you get attacked, I think you should have closed your mouth. Because, okay, if you go up, Young Chop thing was, he got used. He got used. He did. But it's the music industry. That's what they do. They don't produce. When was the last time Kanye really produced a beat? Like, come on, think about that to yourself. When was the last time these producers actually produced a beat that they said they produced? It's not them anymore. You just put a name on it. Like Rihanna's Bitch Better Have My Money. She ain't make none of that shit. Everybody that's credited on there ain't make none of that. It's just the name because it's a marketing. And that helps push the track. If she had a random somebody, nobody on there, people would have been like, oh, who's this? Who's that? I don't know, but I couldn't be a ghostwriter or nothing like that, because you're not even making that much money off of a song you made and created. But that's a different story for another time. So he got attacked, got mad at Kanye. He was talking all types of craziness, saying he got blackballed, all this. They don't want him to get signed. Oh man, he was going on and on and on and on. But you have to understand, you're talking about Kanye West. Kanye West. You're from Chicago. He's from Chicago. If you go up to 10 people and you ask, who puts on more for Chicago? Young Chop or Kanye West? If you get asked that question with a straight face, your answer is going to be Kanye West every single time. Because if I ask 10 people if they know who Young Chop is, 9 of those people are going to say, no, they don't. Who the fuck is Young Chop? Young Chop needs to just be Young Chop and fuck off somewhere. Because I don't know why he thinks anyone cares about him getting blackballed. You're not bringing any music to me that I really want to hear. You're not producing no fire beats right now. You're not doing nothing. So maybe you need to get back on the grind and do what you need to do to get your name up, instead of trying to be a female and draw attention by using other niggas' names. Maybe you should do that. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But I do know what I'm talking about. Young Chop, go do what you gotta do. Now, speaking of Kanye is my man, but sometimes I don't know what the fuck he be talking about. It's like he goes on these rants, and I think he gets lost in what he was talking about, and then he just like says some shit he can't take back. Cause I'm really trying to think, like, if I was Kanye West, what be going through my mind? It's like he doesn't think before he speaks, or he thinks too much. He thinks too much before he speaks. Because some of these things in his interviews, which I think he should stop doing interviews as a whole. Because when he was on the MTV Awards, now he ain't running for no damn president in 2020. Ain't nobody will let him run for president in 2020. I don't know why he said that. I don't know what made him think that. No one, these white people ain't about to let you run for president in no 2020. It's and it's not even looking good for us. It's either Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. And I'm gonna vote this year. This is man. It's going to be a tough year this year. Or voting year. Kanye believes that if you're mixed, you're beautiful. What the fuck that mean? Oh, my family black. You saying black ain't beautiful? You got to be mixed to be beautiful? You got to be white and black to be beautiful? You got to be Spanish or whatever to be beautiful? So if you're a single race, you're not beautiful. That's how I took that. I took offense to that. You're saying black isn't beautiful. If you're just white, you're saying white isn't beautiful. If you're just Spanish, you're saying Spanish people aren't beautiful. You got to have the mix of both to be beautiful. So I guess we all just some ugly motherfuckers walking around. That doesn't make sense to me. You can't say that and actually think people won't get offended by that. That's a strong statement to say mixed race is beauty, because now you're putting that as that they are a superior to everyone else. That's like saying if you're mixed, you're better. That's what I took from that, and I don't like that. That really made me feel some type of way, and that's how I take that. But I mean, Kanye is Kanye. He's going to say what he's going to say. But no, there's more from this interview, and I'll put a link to this interview. He said old white men are amazing. Like old white people are the wisest people on earth. Them old white people probably was a slave master to your great grandfather. I mean, I'm not racist or anything, but it's like some of the things he be saying. It's just like, yo, what are you talking about? What in the hell are you talking about? Please let me know. Cause right now I'm trying to support you, but you just sound like a dumbass. You're sounding like a popular dumbass. It hurts me to say this because I support Kanye to the fullest, but he makes it so hard to be a fan. Now I know why people don't like him as a person, because it's like some of the shit he gets. Like, now I can't say everything he says is bad, because sometimes he does try to help. He does try to be the target so he can step it up for young people, so we can go do and be more open, because those lanes have already been open for us. But when he goes on tirades like this, I can't support the man, because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, how is that going through your head? Is it that Kardashian juice getting to you? Are you about to end up like Lamar Odom in a few years? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Kanye West popping herbal Viagra. I don't want to hear that shit in a few years. I don't know what's going on. And it's mind blowing, because he believes this. He believes what he says. And I mean, yeah, that's what confidence. That's not being cocky, right? That's confidence. But at some point, you have to say to yourself, damn, did I say this? Now, I think if Kanye West's mom never passed, rest in peace, I don't think he would be doing this right now. I don't think Kanye has anyone to tell him no, or don't do this, or there's not no one with sense talking to him right now. Because in some way along this road, someone needs to be there with the realness to tell him, yo, what is you doing? Because right now he sounds like a coon. He's tap dancing. That's what he sounds like to me when I hear these interviews. And this is a man who, at one point, told America that George Bush doesn't care about white people. That was this guy. And now you hear him talking about stuff like this. If you're a big Kanye West fan, you should be very disappointed. And the only time you should even look him up is if he's dropping new music. Because if it's not music, I don't really want to hear anything from him or about him. That's how bad it's gotten over the past couple years. Before, it was horrible, but now it's just getting out of control. If it's not about his sneakers or clothing or even his clothes, like at first I was looking at his clothes and I was like, oh man, this is Kanye. I'm gonna get the shit because it's Kanye. But that clothing line, when you look at the shit, it's like you're trying to be a high fashion bum. Like if you really look at I know it's this whole being simple thing, but I mean it doesn't look like, if you really look at the outfits, tell me, would you be caught dead wearing that if you're not living in like LA? If you're not in LA, a place like that, you're not catching anyone wearing that stuff. I live in Connecticut. I know for a fact I'm not going to see anyone with Kanye West Adidas clothing line on from head to toe. Maybe the Yeezys, but as far as the whole like outfit, like the shirt and all that stuff, no one going to be caught dead wearing that. And I don't even think I want to support his clothing brand just because of the stuff he's saying. So Kanye, if you out there, my man, don't end up like Lamar Odom. I shouldn't be joking about that. Just think before you speak. Maybe write a script or write what you think you're gonna say. And right before you go on, crossing all the shit you know that's gonna get attention. Just cross it out in red, like a lot, so you know not to say that when you go up there to these interviews, because white people already don't like you. Black people start not like you neither. You might have to start making like Spanish music or something like that. You have to fix it. Please, soon. Because I can't. I've been a Kanye fan since day one. Ride or die. But right now, might be dying. Because I can't do this no more. I can't. Now, to end, before we end this podcast for episode 1, I want to talk about one more thing. And I'm not going to go that much in depth about it because it's foolishness. Let's talk about Raven-Symoné. Why are we talking about Raven-Symoné? Raven-Symoné is probably the dumbest person on earth right now. Besides, if you thought Kanye West was crazy, Raven-Symoné is a whole different types of crazy. And it's bad because back in the day, Raven-Symoné was like, yo. Like she was the shit. That's so Raven. Everybody loved Raven. And now she comes up on The View and all these other shows and she babbles. I don't like I couldn't even have a conversation with her because she says some stuff that shouldn't even be able to be thought up in your mind. Like your mind shouldn't be able to process such stupid thoughts. We go pray for Raven-Symoné because she had no reason to be on That View, talking like she was talking, looking like a damn rooster. She had no reason to be up there doing that. But I'ma still love you, Raven, because that's Raven was my shit back in the day. But please, for the love of God, stop talking. Just don't talk. Be a mime. Try that out. That career is not dying. You can still probably do that. Go back to acting. I haven't seen you in any acting. I haven't seen you acting in a long time. Probably go back and doing that. You could probably get some okay roles. But for the love of God, stop talking. Please. I beg of you, because you're not making any sense. Ever. Please. I'm Ty. That's the T and the Y. This has been everything and everything. I hope you enjoyed everything because we literally talked about everything. I'll see you guys next week.